All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the epilogue. We have now completed Super Seducer, and we have completed the 100%ing of every level, or not 100%ing, we have gotten perfect scores on every level. So what we're going to do now is go through all of the extras, which include not only outtakes, but also some custom videos with Super Seducer's custom tips about various subjects. So strap in, ladies and gents. Let's find out all he has to teach. We did the girl on the street on the last episode's ending, so we're going to start with 2 girls in a bar chapter outtakes first.
That's good advice, actually. Thank you. And
no problem.
what did you just do? You had kapusta. Okay, we'll do it again.
So how do you like this place?
I think it's boring here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, just give it a chance. I don't know. We should just wait for a minute. I don't know.
Oh!
What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Hey, stop it! What? Hey! What's wrong with you?
Anyone?
Sexy girls.
Let's go. Creepy.
Thanks.
Cool. You're probably the kind of person you eat half your dinner and then throw it away.
No, I'm not. That bad.
Imagine there's a thingy. What is it? What is it? Imagine there's no people. What?
You can just say like.
Imagine all the people living for today.
So do you think this, like, the drink is also for cheap or for
drink?
free? Yeah.
This was very drink. No, it was very cheap. This was very cheap. I don't want to drink the Coke, but okay, I will. It was good though. But it was good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Как там? Что-то вообще?
I don't know either.
Надо...
Judging us for eating burgers and fries.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's some weird vegan then.
Very what? Maybe do it again, and you're not vegan. Is it okay?
Okay.
And I'm trying to persuade you to be vegan.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. And I also love playing with my dog. What?
No, we're pausing for the choice. Okay, but now something else. And later fish.
No. We're gonna talk together.
But this is an orange choice.
Okay. That's complicated. Why should I tell you this?
Because it's a green choice, babe.
Okay then. So I'll tell you.
Alright, we'll do it again.
Damn, so sometimes the girls actually didn't think it was a very good answer, or a good choice, but then he was telling you that it was. That's a little weird. So we might do more of these outtakes. I don't know that I love the outtakes though. We'll see if this one convinces us, but otherwise we will just skip straight to his advice.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Sure, I'll do it for blowjob.
By the way, I think, oh crap, we just skipped it. I think that that's his wife, Kate, who is directing the game then?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Sure, I'll do it for blowjob.
Maybe.
Richard. Oh my god. Okay.
Ready? Everyone? Well, so what? You know, men work sometimes, and to be honest, like, could you really do better?
Really?
Stop. I said she's from Russian countryside.
Yes, but I want more like you came from.
You don't need to do this. You're not in the camera.
Are you looking at this guy? Yeah.
Pause. Yeah.
All right, we're done with that. We don't have to watch the outtakes. They were very funny. The thing about outtakes is that they're very funny to everybody on set, but they're not always funny to people who are not on the set. Whatever the alternate take is. Are these like alternative potential questions? Because this would be pretty good.
Wait, let's cool things down, because I'd like things to be really special with you, because you're a special girl. So I need to buy some candles. I need to get this new. My playlist is really old, so I need to, get some fresh tunes and stuff. So let's plan a date soon.
Oh, so these are potential different outcomes of the story. This is interesting. All right, let's do these.
You know what? I've been thinking it for a while, but this guy's just a dick, and you just need to dump him, basically. Get rid of him. You can do better.
Well, thank you very much.
Anytime.
But I think it's not a good reason to dump him at the moment.
Look, you're not perfectly happy, and a girl like you should be perfectly happy. So why don't you just text him now and tell him we're finished,
No,
it's over?
It's a little bit too soon. So I will sort it out myself. Don't worry about it. Let's just change the subject.
Well, actually,
okay.
I forgot to say, but I went. My psychic. I went to see him.
I didn't know you, so you
I've
never
got a
saw him.
psychic, and they're always right about everything. So I went to him again, and I happened to just ask him about you, because we're close friends, and he said she's in a toxic relationship. The longer she stays in it, it will rot her soul, and she will be cursed into damnation. Something like that.
Tell your psychic
It was
to not worry
Well, I
about
don't
me.
need to tell him anything. He knows already what's going on.
Just don't worry about us. We will sort it out. Just let's.
Do you really
stop
want to
this
be cursed
conversation.
into
I don't wanna-
damnation? And
That's bad.
well, he said it is. So
I know better how it is. I just have tiny problems because of the time. Because
we
of
could
this
take
project.
a picture together. Like, it looks like we're together, but
We
we're
have
just
million of
friends.
pictures
No, but like a
together.
more romantic one, and then we send it to him. He gets angry. You get rid of him. Something like that. Or I could call him for you.
That's very smart, but no, thank
Say
you.
that you've run away with me. Something like this.
How are you anyway? What's going on?
I'm fine, but what about dumping this guy? I think we need to do it.
Richard, no,
You
please,
need
let's
an
stop.
intervention, like
You're
a
annoying.
drug addict.
You're annoying, please.
Annoying.
Mm,
Well, think about it. And I'll talk to my
I
psychic
promise
again.
I will. Let's stop it. Any other subject we can discuss?
Oh, I thought he was going to keep going. Oh, man. The ones where he takes it way too far are always great. All right, I like the alternate takes.
Well, that's very bad on one hand, right? Because it means you kind of eat unhealthy food sometimes.
Yeah, but
on the
sometimes.
other hand, it's something very good, because it means you'll put anything in your mouth. So, for example, I don't know,
What?
burger and fries, milkshake, chicken wings, 8 dicks with extra jizz, pizza, anything. So that's great. I'm glad I met you.
That's nasty,
I'm liking you more and more.
How could you even come up and say this kind of stuff?
I don't know, babe. I'm just honest. So
Don't call
I
me
speak from
babe.
the heart. I
Oh,
speak from the
no.
heart and from the dick. But that's for later.
From the
No,
dick. He's saying from the dick, not from the heart. Okay.
Both.
No.
Both. And right now it's from the heart.
Okay. No.
But really, now I'm talking from the bottom of my dick. So
I know
you're
what?
listening
Fuck
to me.
off,
Oh, it's so sexy when you talk to me like that. Give me some more. Oh, it's so sexy when you look at her like that.
Are you?
Oh, so sexy
Are
when
you
you look
crazy?
at me
Don't
like that.
touch me.
Yeah, do that angry face. Sexy
God.
bitch. Look at you.
Do you want to get out of here?
Yeah, baby. It's so
Yeah.
sexy. Touch her
Nah,
hands.
not with
Touch
you.
her
Bye.
hands like that.
No.
It's so sexy the way you do that. You love it. The further you go, the more you love me, remember?
Yowza. Oh, we got the Ultimate Guide to Night Game Part 2, but we never got the Ultimate Guide to Night Game Part 1, which I think is even better. Hold on. There's definitely no Ultimate Guide to Night Game Part 1. Yeah. Alright then. Let's do Part 2. We're just going to jump right into it. Here we go. Ultimate Guide to Night Game Part 2.
Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I've got something very special because it's all about how to meet girls in bars and clubs. As you can see, we've taken over the whole nightclub, we've kicked out all of the guys and all of the ugly girls, and I'm going to be sharing my very best tips for how to go out to a bar, to a club and be successful with girls. So make sure you watch to the very end because I'm going to be sharing a lot of my favorite stuff.
Okay, your body language.
So here we are, I'm with my good friend Alex, and it's
That's
actually quite a
Alex!
realistic situation because the person I've been out most with to bars and clubs is this man right here, Alex.
We've heard about
we're
him.
very different to the average guys, but we see a lot of the average guys when they're out, and they tend to kind of stand like that, and they're kind of, you know, checking out where are the girls like that, looking around. They look quite creepy, they look quite bored, and if a girl walks past, they'll be kind of like this, like you know, plotting and scheming about how to talk to the girl. And that's, you know, maybe if she doesn't see it, you might think it's okay, but there's always other girls in the place. And even girls that are behind, they'll notice when guys are doing things that are very obvious. So me and Alex, we try and do things a little bit different and stand out. We're facing each other, we're talking, we're having fun, we're always smiling, we've always got a good vibe about us, we're joking, we might be making fun of people or something like that. Whatever it is, making jokes about different things, talking about what's going on. And if a girl is there, we don't pay too much attention to her. We notice her, but we don't pay too much attention. But we have this nice vibe between us. And what normally happens is when girls come and they're choosing a place to stand, they're not freaked out, you know, by us. So they're happy to kind of stand by us at the bar. So we're normally surrounded by a bunch of girls even before we start doing anything. So guys, bear that in mind when you come into a place and you're thinking about how to behave when you're with your friends.
Is this from his like personal DVD box set or whatever? Is this the $300 prize that we got?
You know, approachability of girls. So if a girl is single, she's going to behave in a certain way, and if she's got a boyfriend, she's a lesbian, or she's catching up with her friend that she hasn't seen for 10 years, she's going to behave a little bit differently. So these girls have positioned themselves close to the wall, so you can't kind of creep in there and talk to them. The girl on this side has her back turned, and there's very little space between them, and they're involved in a, you know, an intimate conversation. So they're difficult to talk to. Girls standing like this, like I said, are less easy to approach. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. I'm going to show you how you could do it later. But if you're doing your
How
first
long
approach,
is this
if you're a little
video?
bit nervous, you probably want to start with something a little bit easier. At the other end of the scale, you've got girls that are kind of presenting themselves. They're more available. They're probably single. They want guys to talk to them, and they will be, you know, facing outwards. They'll still be talking to each other, but they'll be looking around. You know, a guy comes in there, a guy's walking there, and they'll kind of notice him. So they're aware of people in the room, they're looking out for new guys that are coming in, and they might hold eye contact, they might smile, and these would be the girls that would be more approachable. Like I said, it's up to you if you want to approach difficult girls or girls that are going to be more receptive, but start to be aware when you're kind of out and about, the girls that would be more and less approachable.
Another section, working the room. Okay.
So one of the pieces of advice that I always give to guys is they shouldn't just, you know, stand in the whole place, in the same place the whole night. That's because you want an opportunity to walk around the bar, the club, to get a chance to see all of the girls that might be there, that you might want to talk to. But also, when you're walking around, you have lots of opportunities to start interactions. When you're passing someone, it's a natural situation to just notice something, to start a conversation, to cheers with them or whatever. And too many guys that I've been out with that haven't had, you know, lots of training, they walk when they're in a place, they walk very quickly like they've got to get somewhere. So there's the pretty girls there, but they'll be walking through and they're just looking down or they're looking ahead, and they walk at such a pace that they don't have a chance to spark any situations with the girls. So even if they walk through and a girl was smiling at them and they might say, oh, I think that girl liked me, but the time it's happened, he's already way past. So it sounds really, really simple, but one of the major pieces of advice that I give guys is that when they're walking around a bar or a club, they walk slowly and they make eye contact with everyone. So they've got some time to catch the eyes of a girl, and they're judging just from that few seconds of eye contact. You know, is she smiling? Is she receptive? Is she interested? If you have eye contact and immediately she looks away, it's a big difference to if you have that eye contact and she maybe smiles and she's a little bit shy, or she just holds the eye contact and smiles. If you've got one of those situations and you're walking slowly and you're getting that good eye contact, you could just say cheers, or you could just step in and say, hey, how's it going? And you say, oh, cool iPhone case, look at this, and have a look at that. And you know, you find something that you can start the interaction with. If you're just racing around, you don't have the opportunity to do that. So very small point, but it should double the amount of, you know, attention and IOIs that you get if you just walk around smoothly and try and make eye contact with everyone as you walk through the bar. You're not holding it for long because you're walking and you're breaking it from one girl to the next, breaking to the side, so it doesn't look nervous even when you break eye contact.
Do they need the club music to be this loud?
I always like to start an interaction where possible,
he's by himself
from
now.
a distance and non-verbally. It gives the chance to get an honest reaction from the girl, and it also deals with situations very well where you're not sure, you know, there's a girl and or maybe two girls and there's a guy and you're not sure if they're together, or there's a group of girls and you don't want to bust in there. And in situations like that, it's always good to start non-verbally. So I will try and get the attention of the girl, and once I've got her attention, I'll raise my drink like that, and if I haven't got a drink,
I want to see Alex think that it was him.
Or I might just look at her in a way that generates a response, and I'm looking for a smile. If she smiles, I've then got the opportunity to go around and talk to her. If she's shy, you know, I can judge it like that.
Alex.
And if she's, you know, with this guy and she's got a boyfriend, then I'll know from her response, because she'll be a little bit like, oh, you know, I don't want my boyfriend to see me looking at this guy, so I'm going to look away. So you can tell a lot just from, you know, provoking that response without going all the way around to the other side of the bar and busting in on, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are in a group.
Oh my god, how many of these are there? Tactile, why weren't these all separate videos?
One of the things that I use to start interactions with girls is actually opening with a touch. And when girls are in this situation at a bar, a lot of guys, you know, freak girls out. They can sometimes come like this, hello, hello, like that. And it's horrible. It doesn't feel nice when someone, hello, hello. Girls never like it. Or the guy kind of comes in, girls, girls, and it's too close, it's too intense. So not a good way to do it. The way I would do it in this situation is to come in, and I'm going to use a very gentle touch on the shoulder. So I'm going to touch like here and say, hey guys, and then step back. So I come close and then step back. And the touch is very gentle. It's kind of a guiding touch, and it's the kind of touch your friend does, you know, when, you know, he goes away and then comes back and he kind of touches you gently on the shoulder just to say he's there. So you can even do this. So when the girls are facing away, and you can come in and you could say something like, hey Maria, oh sorry, I thought you were my friend Maria. Anyway, I'm Richard, nice to meet you, like this. And you can use that because it's a very familiar touch, the kind of touch that a friend would do. It's a very light hand, barely touching, barely any weight, but she turns around with it because she feels it. And it's something that...
I'm calling it on the night game. I don't care about night game anymore. I want to see the alternate takes.
Would you like to kiss me?
No, thanks.
That's what we want.
Only joking. English humour. This is. We always make this joke in England. This is so funny, right?
Yes, very.
Why would I kiss you? It's like kissing my sister, kissing my granny at the same time. Something like this. It's not. Of course. Yeah. Anyway, it's not. Just a joke.
Oh no, that was exactly what we needed after that. That thing. Let's do the first date Alexa. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Ready? We're gonna watch the first little segment of each of these, assuming they're all the same. I'm guessing these have to be on his, like, you know, Secrets of Seduction DVD set or whatever. So we're gonna watch the first part of this, then we're gonna wash our mouth out with a first date Alexa alternate take, which will hopefully be funny. Alright, here we go. Oh look, was that Alex? No, that's not Alex. Oh look, this is Ultimate Guide to Night Game Part 1. So that you have to get 100% of advice book. Whatever that means. Oh, 4 of Alex's signature moves. Damn, we don't get that one. Okay, well, let's do texting secrets.
Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I'm going to teach you my very best stuff when it comes to texting girls. It's one of the most common questions I get, and actually the first reaction of mine is that it's the wrong thing for guys to be thinking about. So if you are getting a lot of flaky numbers, I want to tell you first to go back and do some other stuff at the point of getting the number. I'm going to give you some texting tips in a minute, but first I want to talk about when you actually get the number and making sure it's solid. If you want to make the number solid at the time you ask for it, you can do three things. You can talk about things that you can do in future with the girl. You find out that she likes cocktails, going to different clubs, you find out that she likes going to museums, and then you've got ideas of things that you can do together and you can suggest it. The second thing that you should do is ask about her upcoming plans. So if it's Sunday when you meet her, ask what she's doing that week. If you find out that she's going to be really busy, you know that it might not be a great idea to invite her on a date by text on Wednesday because she's got a big project or an exam or whatever it might be. The third thing that you can do, and this is the thing that will give you the maximum chance, is actually arrange the date there and then. So you say, what are you doing this week? She says, not very much. You say, why don't we meet on Thursday? She says, yes. You say, okay, cool, let's meet at 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll text you in the afternoon. She says, okay. And you hand her your phone and she gives you the number. That's making it as solid as possible. But let's put that to one side. You want to know texting tips, so let's get right into those. Obviously, it depends a lot on what the girl's responses are. I can't tell you, send these 5 messages with no alterations and you'll definitely get the date and definitely get what you want, because you have to respond a little bit to what she's saying, but you can follow a rough framework. First text should be something like this. Let's assume you met her on a Friday night in a bar. I guess that's where most people are meeting up. So you can say something, you can text her on Sunday evening or Monday and you can say, hey, it was good to meet you. How was the rest of your weekend? It's a very simple message, very short, and it differentiates from other guys that are saying, it was great to meet you, my name's Bob from the bar, would you like to go for a drink with me? It's a very simple way to kind of get an easy response. And what you're looking for is you're looking for her response. If she just says, yeah, good, thanks, that's kind of a cold response. If she gives a longer response where she said, yeah, I had a great weekend, my sister came to town and I did this and this, yeah, it was awesome to meet you too.
I'm done with this. We're watching as much as we can take here. Okay, we're gonna do first date Alexa alternate takes, and then we do this last one. Man, I thought this would be funnier.
It's interesting that you say that, actually. You know what I think about?
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay. Human.
I had some beans yesterday.
It's alright. It's
Yeah?
fine. It's fine.
So it doesn't smell too bad?
It's okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
I'm sorry. I don't do that often.
Good.
That was pretty good. Oh, that was like a gross sounding part too. 50% of advice book, the difference between day game and night game. I think this is our last one. Unfortunately, we're ending it on one of these where we're probably just gonna have to call it in the middle of the video. But let's see how much of this we can take. Maybe it'll be funny. Who knows?
Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about the difference between day game and night game. A lot of guys are either good at one or the other, and it's a shame because by understanding the differences between them you can be very good at both. So I'm going to run through real quick. We're going to jump from the daytime to the nighttime, give you some examples so that by the end of it you know how to behave, how to do things in the daytime versus how to do them in the nighttime. With the very first thing, indicators of interest. In the daytime, you're not going to get very many. You're going to be walking down the road, you'll try and make eye contact with girls, and in general, you won't get too many IOIs back. Something you can try is to be on the phone, be listening to music, be walking with a friend, especially a girl, be eating something, eating an apple, eating something like that, an ice cream,
while you're walking?
Drinking from a big bottle. Actually, these things get you more attention and will get you more IOIs in the daytime. In most cases in the day, you get the IOI as you're passing someone, you can let them pass and then you can approach like we show you in the videos or like you'll see in day game domination. So that's IOIs
day game
in the
domination.
In the nighttime,
Whoa!
You will get
more
indicators of interest and more opportunity to create them. As you're walking around, people will pay more attention. When you come in a place, girls might look to see who's there. As you're walking around the venue, across the bar, you can have lots of opportunities where you can make eye contact before you approach. So that is a big difference from in the daytime. In fact, if you master IOIs, you can make 70 or 80% of your approaches warm rather than cold, meaning that you've already exchanged some eye contact and some non-verbal communications before you actually come up and approach. Second thing is when it comes to approaching and physical space. So in the daytime, you're probably looking at having a distance of about this much when you start an interaction. You're further than arm's length apart. If you're too close, it's quite strange for the girl in the daytime. So yeah, exactly. So keeping in mind physical space, and normally you would actually be face to face, you wouldn't be side on. So in the daytime, that's how it goes when it comes to physical space and approaching. When it comes to approaching, you're going to be able to do it in a few different ways in the nighttime. If she's at the bar, you can kind of come up next to her. You can, of course, approach directly. A lot of the traditional theory is that you should be
This lady's having a great time
instead of kind of facing direct towards her. And I agree with
for
that.
her.
But in general, you don't have to have so much impact in your approach. You can be a little bit smoother and kind of sneak in there. And of course, you can be a lot more non-verbal, setting things up with your body language and non-verbal communications as you actually walk towards her or before you approach her. In the nighttime, the physical space stuff is very different. It's quite comfortable for us to be actually, touching close side by side, even with a complete stranger. This is completely normal. If you're both standing at the bar, if you are talking to each other, you would be much closer, close enough to touch. You might be in a loud place, you're leaning in, blah, 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 talking in her ear like this. And in general, you're able to be a lot closer, even before it's a romantic situation. So pretty much immediately.
All right, let's see the next tip, and then that's
a lot closer. The third big difference is when it comes to touching or kino escalation. In the daytime, it's very common that I wouldn't actually touch a girl at all. I don't think, I would do too many touches, even on the arm. There might be some moment where, I pick something out about her clothes or her jewelry, but in general, I wouldn't actually try and do that. It's not so important.
All right, we're done. Thank you, little seducer, but I think we're good. All right, now we get to watch, which I normally never do, but I'm pretty interested in this. There's a thing that says Super Seducer 2, and I'm curious if it's a trailer. It might be it's the Steam page. All right, well, there exists a Super Seducer 2, and it has all these interactions: how to date at the country club, how to date at the strip club, how to slap a guy in the face, how to look at a butt, how to dance, how to do this, how to have video problems, do karaoke. All right, well, we got lots of stuff to look forward to, ladies and gents. But that's going to do it for the Super Seducer playthrough. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure you post in the comments which of the 10 interactions in Super Seducer was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this content. We do YouTube exclusive episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Stay tuned to find out what the next gameplay series is. Now, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.